Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another video tutorial on the Python tutorial series for beginners on my channel, Code with Tommy. In this video, we're going to be starting with the if-else statement. Now, this is a popular function in programming. What if-else statement does is it gives a condition. Now, let's say a user want to log in into our site. Just giving an example, and we want to check if the user credentials are correct. For that, we're going to use an if-else statement, meaning we'll say if the user credentials is correct, then log the user in. But if it's not correct, don't log the user in and tell him that it's not correct. Something as simple as that. So let's just do it practically so you get what I'm saying easily. Let's say we have a variable, an integer variable, and it's 5. And then we also have another variable which is num2, and let's say this is 6. We can take an instance and say if num, that's the first variable, is equals to num2, then we'll put a semicolon, a colon, and now say print yes or print equal. But if not, that's else, put a colon, print not equal. Now let me explain what this does. We have two variables, integer variables. Num is equals 5, num2 is equals 6. Now we're saying if num, that is 5, is equals num2, that is 6. We're saying if 5 is equals 6, print equal. Else, that means if it's not equal 6, print not equal. Now when we print this, it should print not equal. Let me just cancel it and then print. It's printed not equal. That's how simple it is. We can also try to check if it is less than. Now, if num is less than 2, num2, print equal. Now, this should print equal. You guys see it here? That's what a condition. We're giving it a condition that if this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. Now, we can just quickly do a simple application. We can tell us if two numbers are equal. We can just do num1 equals to input. We will not tell the user to input, enter first number, so let's just copy this, and now num2, you can tell the user to enter second number. Now when the user enters the second number, I want to check if each of the numbers are equal. We say if num1, first number, is equals to the second number, then print to the user that the two numbers are equal. They are equal. But if the user entered two different numbers that are not the same, then that's else. Then print to it that they are not equal. They are not equal. Now let's run this application straight away. Now it asks us to enter our first number. Let me input 20. It asks us for our second number. Let me input 22. What did it tell us? It told us they are not equal. It took our first input and our second input. Now let's run this again and enter two same numbers. Now when I say 7 and I enter 7, what did it say? It says they are equal. This is what you can do, and there are countless things you can do with this condition, if else statement. Now let's build another simple application. This will help us check if a user is a robot. Let's say we want to tell the user, let's define a variable named name. Sorry for that. Name. I want to tell the user to, let's say, input. We'll tell the user to enter a specific name to show that it's not a robot. Now let's say input, I will say to prove that you are not a robot. enter Tommy. Now what do we tell the user? We told the user to type Tommy. Let's say type. Now when we print this, if we tell the user that to prove that you are not a robot, type Tommy. Now we want to check if the user typed Tommy, that means the user has been proven successfully not to be a robot. But if he does it, we say we are not sure if you're a robot or not, so we can't let you access whatever you want to access. Now let's say if name is equals to Tommy, let's tell the user that you are not a robot. But if the user didn't write that, else let's just tell the user that print we are not sure to let you in. Now when we print this, see what it says. It says to prove that you are not a robot, type Tommy. And I'll just type Tommy. And it says you are not a robot. But now, let me just put a colon here. But now when we print this again, and if I type another thing, it says to prove that you are not a robot, type Tommy. If I type Tom, it says we are not sure to let you in. That's just what you can do with this. And now let's move straight into the next thing. That's elif. Elif, let me write it down here. E-L-I-F. E-L-I-F. This is elif. It's also part of the if-else statement. What elif does is it also give another condition before the else statement. Let's cancel all this pretty quick. Now let's say let's just num equals to input. Let's tell the user to input something, and let's tell the user to enter a number. Now let's say if the number the user entered is equals to 5, then print your number is 5. Elif, that means if the user did not print 5, then let's say the user printed 6, then we can say, then we can print to the user your number is 6. What I'm just trying to show you that this gives another condition before the else statement. Your number is 6. Then we can still put other elifs. This just help us minimize the amount of if condition. We can also do if number is equals to 5, print this, else print this. We can also do another condition. If number is equals to 7, print this, else. But to avoid that, we just say if num is equals to 5, print your number is equals to 5. Elif num is equals to 6. That means else if the number is equals to 6, print your number is equals to 6. Let's do another else if num is equals to 7. Equals to 7. Print your number is 7. Then now we can define our else statement. Else, tell the user that we don't know what your number is. Print we can't get your number. Let's remove this quickly. We can't get your number. Now what this else if allowed us to do, it allowed us to have multiple conditions in one if else statement. Now when we print this, if we print 5, you see, okay, we printed 5 and it says we can't get your number. That shows that there is a mistake somewhere. Let's get that mistake pretty quick. It should say your number is equals 5. Yes, okay, let's run this again quickly. Enter a number 5. It should say your number is 5. Let's troubleshoot this. Let's run this. Now let's say 5. It didn't print anything. Now the reason for this is because it's seeing num as a string. Let's change this to integer. Let's define our else again. Else print we don't know. Okay, let's try that again. Now when we print 5, see, it said your number is 5. Now let's run it again. If we print what is not there, it say we don't know. If we print 7, it says your number is 7. That's it. Now the problem with that was because we did not convert it to an integer. So it's seeing it as a string, so that's why I couldn't get it. Just know that when you're working with numerical values, always convert your variables or anything you're using to integer. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. That's the end of this video. In the next video, we're going to build a basic calculator with this if-else statement. So you should stick around and watch that. So if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you have a question, please drop it as a comment. I'll answer all questions. And please subscribe and press notification bell so you get notified when I release new videos. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.